Vitor Pereira has just done his pre-match West Ham press conference. It was nice to hear from him, actually, because it's been a while since he's done one. But there was a lot to come out of it. Obviously, stuff to do with Cunha, Strand Larsen, Bellegarde, and obviously the West Ham game. Before I dive into the press conference, if you could please subscribe. I'm really trying to get to 8,000 subscribers, and it really helps the channel out if you do, and it's free. Cheers. Yeah, so obviously the first question that was put to him was about Matheus Cunha and his comments he made in an interview in The Guardian, which I did a video on yesterday. And so just after the press conference, Cunha did actually put on his Instagram a screenshot of what Talking Walls posted, saying you can't even be honest in interviews these days, as if every journalist out there, Fabrizio Romano posted about it. Cunha's putting out posts as if to say, no, they're just twisting it for clicks. Don't get it. Really don't get it. Really bizarre. Cunha just doesn't help himself. Why don't he just stay silent? Why did he even do the interview anyway? I don't know. But yeah, Talking Walls, shout out to them. They did a video on it as well. And he also went one further and actually did a video explaining that it's been twisted as well, which I'll play for you here.
Hey guys, Cunha here. I only come here to talk about the noise around my name, the interview that I give, and show my point. I don't think a lot of people read the interview, and I don't think the people have the correct interpretation. Of course, the point was talking about Wolves, to show everyone how happy I am to be here, to play for this team, to play for these teammates, and of course give back all the love that they give to me. Like ambitious players, of course we want to play for something more, to put this club in another level, and of course me and my teammates will give all for achieve this goal. But of course, I want to say thank you for all the support always. It's so good to play for some club that help you, to improve you, to be better player, better person. And I want to say this in the interview for everyone in the world. Thank you for all the love, all the support, and I hope see you soon, guys.
So yeah, like Talking Walls on that picture he posted, just put on what he actually said and what was said in the article. Whether it was lost in translation, I don't know. But a Brazilian journalist was the one who did the interview. I don't get it. Everything he just said in that video as well is what he said in the article. I don't get what he's angry about. Is it because not just YouTube channels have got from that he wants to leave in the summer? The journalists at Vitor Pereira's press conference today took that as well. That's pretty much what he's implying. He says he wants to win titles. Wolves are not going to win titles, are they? So I don't get it. He shouldn't have done the interview, but he says he just wanted to give fans around the world something to read, basically, in that video. Why do it? It's bizarre timing when we're not even safe yet. We will be. But I don't get for him calling out Talking Wolves there. I'm a bit passionate about this because he just should just stay quiet and then move. Do what Neves did. That's the best way to leave this club. Do what Neves did. Just go, be emotional, say thank you, and go with your head held high. Oh, Matheus Cunha. I don't know. Anyway, Vitor's reaction. Vitor's quite clever in these situations because he kind of just gives it it's understandable that he wants to win titles. It's understandable that he realises he's got huge potential and that he wants to play at the very top. And he just said, look, I look at the here and now. Vitor does this a lot. He likes to live in the moment. He probably knows more than anybody. You're not manager for long, so you just can only control what's next, and that is West Ham, which Cunha's not even available for. It was also put to him a bit later on in the press conference whether, is it even worth Cunha playing if he's not going to be here next season, and give people on the cusp of the squad who will be here next season more of a chance. And he was like, no, if Cunha's performing well in training and he can help the team, he will play. That's very much his attitude, which, whether that's the truth deep down from Vitor, only he knows. I think maybe he just wants to say the right thing and not upset anybody, including Cunha, while he's here for the remainder of the season. But he just said, we'll get to the summer and we'll take it from there. So well palmed off by Vitor Pereira on that. He was also asked about Bellegarde and how well he's done, and obviously he's been nominated for Player of the Month for March in the Premier League. He just said, wasn't too sure what his best position was, but now he's played centre midfield, and wherever he asks him to play, he's a great team player, and he's been a fantastic player for us. And fair play to Vitor, because he's certainly got the best out of Bellegarde lately after he did struggle at the beginning of the season. He said there's no more injury concerns, everybody's fit. Strand Larsen with his hand injury, he just made a joke and said, look, he plays football, not volleyball, so he's fine. He hasn't got to use his hand, so looks like he's all good too. And what also I found really interesting is he said in pre-season, in the international break, because so many players are away, he only had 8 first-team players available to train with, but then he brought over like 6 youth players from the academy over and got to have a look at our best academy players and integrated them into the first team squad. And he said that was very good to see, because obviously there might be a few players that he might have to use in the future. So that was good to have that sort of training. And obviously they have a little bit of a break as well going away. But the funniest part was what I just mentioned at the beginning. He said he goes to the pubs. He's been sitting the Fox and Shipley around Christmas, had Christmas dinners and beers in there with all his staff. And he was at the New Hampton Arms recently over the international break, having a picture with fans. And he said it ain't so much about having the drink, it's about meeting the fans, seeing how much obviously the club means to him, and that gives him that energy to do the best he can as manager. And it's a quality thing to do, isn't it? If you remember back in the day, I always bring this up, Laurie Dalrymple did it when he was basically what Matt Hobbs was when Fosun first took over. And he used to go to the pub, and he even took Jeff Shue with him once, I remember, in the championship season. So it always goes down well with the fans, doesn't it? If you mingle with the fans, especially in the pubs around Wolverhampton, that's always going to be a brilliant one. Probably wouldn't be able to do it if we was on a losing streak and in the bottom 3, because he'd probably get lynched. But because we're doing well and he's pulled us away from the bottom 3, class move from him to do that. And around Christmas we had amazing results as well, didn't we? So for him to go to the Fox and Shipley makes a lot of sense. And I like Vitor Pereira. I think he's done a decent job considering the circumstances. Yes, we're lucky Ipswich and Leicester and Southampton are rubbish, but we've had some big wins under him, and he's been under pressure in a few of them. His first game in against Leicester away, 3-0 win. People forget how much pressure was on that game. Even Southampton last time out, and the Man United game at home, and obviously Villa at home. Big pressure games, and I just thought tactically in those games he made the correct decisions. So yeah, from the sounds of it, I think my prediction of the starting 11 I made in my preview the other day will probably ring true. It'll be the same team that played against Southampton because of no injury concerns, unless there's some mad tactical decision he needs to make after looking into West Ham. But as I've said, Vitor always says he concentrates on us and the team and the players more than he looks too deeply into the opposition, which I think is good as well. Very Nuno-esque. I'm sorry I keep bringing Nuno up, but it was our best period in the modern era as a team. So, yeah, and also Steve Ball was 60, wasn't he, the other day, and Vitor met him at the training ground, had a bit of a joke with Strand Larsen and a bit of banter, which Wolves put out, which was a good touch. Yeah, as I said, really like Vitor. I think he's calmed everything down, as mentioned, and I'm happy that he's going to be Wolves manager going into next season if we survive, which, let's be honest, it looks like we have. Please like the video, please subscribe if you're new, and please comment your thoughts on everything discussed about Vitor Pereira's press conference. Cheers, everyone.